Alright guys, Blackwar here and welcome to another video, and today we're going to take a look at all the transfers that have been done in the Premier League for the 2018-2019 season. The transfer window closed yesterday, for those who didn't know. Well, yesterday at the time I'm recording this, but it should be up on the 10th of August, first day, first game week of the Premier League, I think. Manchester United plays against Leicester City, if I'm correct, at 8. But yeah, so I've taken not all the transfers some of the team have made. Like for example, take a look. Like if you'll see, but Chelsea, for example, they've loaned like a good 70,000 people. Like I can't type this, so I'm just like going for either big signings, or if the club hasn't done anything, like I'll put the small things. But without further ado, let's jump into the first team we're going to talk about today. And so it's alphabetical order. First team is Arsenal. Arsenal, so in Bernd Leno, Stefan Steiner, Socrates, Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi. And leaving the club, Santi Cazorla, Permet Saka, Jack Wilshere, Callum Chambers, Lucas Perez and Jeffrey Adelaide. So, signing-wise, in the club, of course, Unai Emery as well. I could have added him in the list as the new coach, the new manager, sorry, to replace Arsene Wenger. But yeah, Bernd Leno, good goalkeeper, has been very solid for Bayer Leverkusen over the past few seasons now, and with an aged Petr David Ospina not like able to step up, I think it was like time for Arsenal to get a new goalkeeper. I don't have the prices of the transfers in my head, but I think Leno's is like around 30 million, if I'm correct, something along those lines. So, like for me, it's a good deal. Then getting Steiner on the right side, it's bringing experience into the team. It's a good replacement, sorry, for Callum Chambers. Of course, he'd probably be second choice right back behind Hector Bellerin, sorry, but like he can help as well in the center a bit. So Lichtsteiner, I think it's a good signing. Like it would be a good signing for everyone, but a team like that needs some experience because Arsenal has a good youth squad. I think it's good for them, and it's good also for Lichtsteiner because he'll be able to play a bit. And yeah. Next up, Socrates, centre back to replace Parmezaka. To be honest, I feel like it's a very good deal. Socrates has been playing for Borussia Dortmund now since I want to say 2013, 2014, along those lines. So we're looking at a very like strong player. Been playing top class football for like let's say a good old 5 years. I think he was playing with Schalke before, or Hamburg. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, like the defense of Arsenal, like Permet Zaka leaving, obviously. Laurent Koscielny not, like he's not as quick and not as young as he used to be. He's like getting towards the end of his career as well. You've got, of course, Shkodran Mustafi. He can like do the work. You've got Sead Kolasinac. He can play as a centre back. But I think like Socrates is a very good signing for Arsenal. Then Lucas Torreira, he was playing very well this year with Sampdoria. There was a lot of team that wanted to sign him. Arsenal got the deal. I think it's good because like Arsenal, I don't know how they're gonna play. I've been trying to figure it out, but they could like have Torreira as a sort of like not playmaker obviously, but someone that can deliver the passes, someone that has a vision, but playing a bit deeper as an actual playmaker like Kevin De Bruyne would do. But I think Torreira for 30 million, he's young, had a good World Cup. Genuinely think like good things could happen from him. And then Matteo Guendouzi, I've seen him a bit in League 2 last season, well League 2 in France. Not bad. He has a good preseason apparently. but I don't know a lot about the kid. Now, for the people leaving, Santi Cazorla, obviously Arsenal legend, uh, had so much like to do, but sadly, his injuries, like just kind of ruined his career, which is a massive shame. Permit Zaka, well, he's retiring again, Arsenal legend. Jack Wilshere leaving on a free to West Ham. Now, some say like it's good because Wilshere is always injured, but I genuinely think that Wilshere at its prime, well, at its best, sorry, is an incredible midfielder. And on a free, I think West Ham have made an incredible deal. Staying for West Ham, we'll have Lucas Perez signed on the deadline day for 4 million. Again, absolutely massive deal here by West Ham. Like, props to them. They've done incredible business. Callum Chambers going to Fulham, and Jeff Reine Adelaide coming back to France with Angers. Okay, so that was for Arsenal. I'm gonna try to like run a bit more quickly through the other teams, not to make this an hour-long video. But then we have Bournemouth signing Diego Rico, Jefferson Lerma, and David Brooks. Out Benny Cafebi, Max-Alain Gradel, and Lewis Graben, and Harry Arter as well. So Diego Rico signing as a left back for Bournemouth, replacing going to give competition to Charlie Daniels on the left side. So like he had a good season as well in the Liga Santander with Leganés. Another signing from the Liga Santander, Jefferson Lerma. I think that's the record signing for Bournemouth, 27 million or something. Had a good World Cup with Colombia. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I think it's the guy who like had the crazy long shots against Jordan Pickford with Colombia. So has like good shot power, obviously, but he's a CDM and quite strong, quite physical for like a Premier League. For the Premier League, it's basically like the epitome of what you need as a centre mid, well, a centre defensive mid, I guess. And then David Brooks, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about him. Now out Benny Cafebi going to Wolverhampton, who then loaned him to Stoke. Max-Alain Gradel, I think he's back on loan to Toulouse. Lewis Graben going to get some game time with Nottingham Forest, and Arialta loaned, I think, to Cardiff on the last knockings of the transfer window. So solid, like not too fancy, but overall like a decent bit of business by Bournemouth. Next, Brighton and Hove Albion signing Ali Reza Jahanbakhsh, Leon Balogun, Florian Nandoni, Yves Bissouma, David Button, and Martin Montoya, and leaving are Sam Baldock, Tim Krul, Steve Sidwell, and Jerry Skalak. Now, signing-wise, I think we're looking at something very good. Ali Reza Jahanbakhsh, top scorer in the Eredivisie last season. I'm not expecting him to be like an absolute king in the Prem, but someone that can like give you at least, I think, seven or 8 goals. I think is fairly doable for him. So like forward-wise, it's good. Adding to the forwards is Florian Andone signing on. I think it could be a free deal. I can't remember, but I don't think it's like a massive deal if it is not a free deal for Florian Andone from Deportivo La Coruña, the Romanian striker. Again, someone that can bang some goals. Leon Balogun, strong centre back from Nigeria, used to play in Mainz in the Bundesliga. I don't know a lot about him, nor do I, sorry, about with David Button from Fulham. They nicked Marvin Montoya at the last knockings of the transfer window. I can't remember who was on him. I think it could have been Fulham. There was another Premier League team very, very like close to very eager to sign Montoya. I don't think I can't remember who it is, so I'm not gonna chat shit about him. But yeah, Montoya, strong signing on the right. Used to play for Barcelona, obviously from in La Masia. We're looking at like a pacey right back. I don't remember who's Brighton's right back right now. Is it Kaderabek? No, Kaderabek plays for Hertha Berlin. I don't know. I can't remember who's Brighton's right back right now. But yeah, pacey right back, and again, gonna get some game time because he was a bit stuck in Valencia. So all good for him. And Yves Bissouma from Lille, a very young player, signed him for 20 million. Good signing for the future as well. Someone they could make profit from him in like the next 2 or 3 seasons if he's playing well with Brighton. I genuinely think that something good could happen from this kid. He's a very tough player to move. Good ball handler. Not too bad when it comes to like the vision and everything. So yeah, 20 million for Bissouma, I think it's good. Now leaving the club, Sam Bolduc. I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. Steve Sidwell and Tim Krul, both released. Well, Tim Krul, I know him, good goalkeeper from the Netherlands, probably going to go back to the Eredivisie. Steve Sidwell, I put him in because I think he's like a massive player. Like, he used to be like a good player in the Prem. Well, good. Like, he's been there, and I just put him because I know the name, to be honest. And Jerry Scala going to Millwall. So going back to the Championship. So that was for Brighton. Next up, we have Burnley. Not a lot of deals from Burnley. So signing Ben Gibson, Joe Hart and Mate Vidra, leaving Scott Arfield and Dean Marney. Ben Gibson, 15 million from Middlesbrough, not bad. I think he's a centre mid. But yeah, good deal. Like 15 million. He's going to be able to play European football as well. So I think that's always a plus for someone like playing in Championship, making the jump to European football right now with Burnley. Joe Hart joining the team from Manchester City. Now Burnley already has 2 very good goalkeepers in Nick Pope and Tom Heaton. Adding this to the list, where probably like we could end up having the three goalkeepers from the England squad playing for Burnley. And then on the last knockings of the deadline day, signing Matej Vidra from Derby County, who needed the cash, so they had to sell their Czech player. But yeah, good. I think I rate him. I really rate Vidra. I don't really know why. I just think like he's quite talented, and it'll be nice to see what he can do in the Prem. Now leaving Scott Arfield and Dean Marney, I don't have a lot of things to say about them. Like if you're a Burnley fan or just an avid watcher of the Prem, you probably know a lot more about them than I do. But yeah, that was for Burnley. Next up is Cardiff City, and that's one of the teams I said that we're going to go down. The reasons being their signings mainly. Bobby Reed, Greg Cunningham, Victor Camarasa, Josh Murphy, Alex Smithies, and Ari Arta on a loan, and leaving Omar Bogle alone as well to Birmingham and Lee Camp. So in Bobby Reed, I think he's been top scorer last season on the in the EFL Championship, or close to top scorer, I think. So that's a good signing. Okay, but then Greg Cunningham, I don't think I've ever heard of him, or if I did, like it didn't it didn't stick in my head. Victor Camarasa, again, not like a guy I know, and I think that's the same for Josh Murphy and Alex Smithies, to be honest. Ariaja on the loan, like from Bournemouth. It's like the only thing I know, like he's the only player I know, and that's quite tragic, to be honest. And then yeah, Omar Bogle, former Grimsby player, going to Birmingham. Sadly, he was like finally in the Prem. He's going back to the Championship with Lee Camp, both going back to Birmingham. So yeah, that's it for Cardiff. I can't see them staying in this division with this team and this kind of signings. Next, Chelsea. Chelsea had a quiet transfer window until yesterday. So until yesterday, it was Jorginho signing from Napoli and Rob Green from Huddersfield. And then in 1 hour, the deal got sealed. Kepa Arrizabalaga goes to Chelsea for 80 million, and that leaves Thibaut Courtois to go to Real Madrid for 35 million. And then Mateo Kovacic makes the away trip on a 1 season loan. I don't think there's a buyout offer, but Kovacic is running at the end of his contract right now with Real Madrid, so I don't think he'll stay with the Merengues. But like Chelsea, to be honest, at the end of the day, they haven't done a bad such a bad transfer window. They strengthened the midfield a lot. They lost Courtois. They got Arrizabalaga. He's a good goalkeeper. Is he as good as Courtois? Probably not. Could he be better than Courtois? Probably yes. So I don't like. It's a win-win for Chelsea. They wanted Courtois wanted out. Just like he left. I think he was like 1 year as well in his contract. So if he wasn't going now, they were just going to sell him for absolutely nothing. So at the end of the day, I think they've managed to salvage what they could from their Belgian goalkeeper. And Arrizabalaga, 80 million, I think, was his buyout clause. I don't understand what happened with the whole thing. I think like there's been someone buying the clothes and then there's been 30 millions added or something weird. I don't know the details of the actual deal. But yeah, Chelsea, good business at the end of the day, and I may have to look at my predictions again and change a few things. Next up, Crystal Palace signing Vicente Guaita, Maximilian Maya, Cheikhou Kouyaté, Jordan Ayew. Out are Bakary Sako, Yohan Kebai, and Damien Delaney. Now, Vicente Guaita, a good goalkeeper, finally a good goalkeeper going to Palace because fucking Julian Speroni is old. Well, not that Guaita is any younger, but like, I think it's good to have a good goalkeeper when you want to like settle in the Prem. Max Maya on a free from Schalke, that's a good thing if he can be consistent and actually listen to what the manager is saying, because otherwise he's just gonna end up like he did last season with Schalke, no goals and no assists, and I don't think that's what Palace wants. Cheikhou Kouyaté, strong and solid centre mid. Proven as well, played for West Ham. Good signing and getting a loan, I think, of Jordan Ayew in the last hours of the transfer window. So yeah, signings not bad. Like very worried about Maximilian Maya. That's like the one guy that worries me right now for Palace, because he could either do very well for them or completely destroy the mental of the team, the mindset, sorry, of the team. But yeah, leaving Bakary Sako, Yohan Kebai, Damien Delaney, well, Kebai, club legend, well, club legend, it's a big name, but like, has been there for a few years now. Leaving to Al Nassr for the challenge, apparently, that's what he said. Yeah, like Damien Delaney, Bakary Sako, team players, not massive names. Delaney going to Ireland with Cork. I think Bakary Sako has been released. But yeah, that is for Palace. Moving on, we're going to go to the Mersey with the Blues of Everton. And what a fucking transfer window. Their last hour has been bonkers. So in the space of like 15 minutes, they got Bernard on a free, Yerry Mina for 30 million, Andre Gomez on a paid loan for 2.5 million. Adding to this, Luca Digne for 80 million, Richarlison for 40, and Everton has done some fucking good business right there. You take a look, like, they've lost Wayne Rooney, they replaced him with Bernard. They lost Ramiro Funes Mori, they replaced him with Yerry Mina. They lost Ashley Williams, they didn't replace him because he's shite. They lost Kevin Mirallas, replaced him with Richarlison. They lost Joel Robles, he wasn't needed anyway. To this you can add Andre Gomez. You can add Luca Digne because Leighton Baines is getting old. And Everton has done a very good business, and like, props to them. I'm looking forward to see what Everton can do. Hopefully they won't choke like they did last season. But I think we're looking at maybe like a European spot contender right there. Next up, Fulham. So there's a lot of signings on the screen. I'm sorry if it isn't clear. I tried to put as much as I could, but like Fulham, they just they pissed me off. They signed too many players. Like Jean-Michel Seri, Maxime Le Marchand, André Schürrle, Fabri, Sergio Rico, Alfie Mawson, Andre Zambo-Anguissa, Timothy Fosu-Mensah, Luciano Vietto, Callum Chambers. Like, please, come on. Think of the space I have to write the names. Like, even like if it was signings like David Button, for example, that they sold, okay, but they're giving me Andre Zambo-Anguissa and Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Like, how am I meant to type this in the space? But yeah, Seri and Marchand and Le Marchand, good signings from Nice. Seri, obviously, as I said in the prediction video, very good centre mid, very solid. He'll be paired with Zambo-Anguissa. They signed yesterday for 30 million. Not a big fan of him. Well, he's a good player. Is he worth as much as Seri? Hell no. Loaning, I think, Sergio Rico from Sevilla. So I don't know what's gonna happen because like they've signed Fabri as well. I think Fabri was like sure he was gonna be the #1 goalkeeper. I don't think he's gonna be the #1 goalkeeper anymore. Alfie Mawson from Swansea for 20 million, good centre back. Timothy Fosu-Mensah on loan from United. Had a very good season last year with I think it was Palace. Oh, very good season. Had a decent season with Palace. Luciano Vietto on loan from Atletico Madrid. I think like very different from an Alexander Mitrovic. So like that's gonna be interesting to see them two play because they are very different in their game. Then Callum Chambers from Arsenal strengthening the back four. That's always a good thing to do. André Schürrle, proven player, very good. Had a good season with Borussia Dortmund. Looking for like a new chance in the Premier League after playing for Chelsea, I think. So yeah, like all the signings of Fulham, that just compare them to Cardiff, and you can see which team wants to stay up and which team is like, we might see what we can do. Maybe with some luck we can get a win in the season. But yeah, leaving Ryan Fredericks on a free to West Ham and David Button to Brighton. Next, Huddersfield. Signing was Ramadan Serbi from Stoke, Terence Kongolo, Eric Durm, Adama Jacobi, Isaac Mbenza, Jonas Lussel, and Florian Adergonay, leaving out Tomins, Rob Green, and Michael Efele. Ramadan Serbi obviously was playing for Stoke, Stoke being relegated. He's leaving to go to Huddersfield. Very promising player. I don't think he had a very good season last year, but that was just like the case of everyone in Stoke. I think it was due to like the club, the organization, the other manager that like went in instead of Mark Hughes. So yeah, hopefully you can get an actual chance in the Prem this time. Next, Terence Kongolo and Eric Durm signing two left backs, two like quality left backs as well. So I don't really know what's that about. Maybe maybe they'll play one centre back. I don't know how they're like expecting to do this, but why not? I guess. Eric Durm played for Dortmund, still young. Same for Terence Kongolo. Monaco bought him like I think last season, and now he's going to Huddersfield. I think he was on loan to Huddersfield, but I could be wrong. Adama Jacobi, very young player, promising kid, again from Monaco. And usually when you get a young player from Monaco, you're assured that you've got a good kid in your hands. There was a case for Martial. That's the only example I have. But like, you know, he's proven. You know he's gonna do bits for you if you train him well. Isaac Mbenza from Montpellier, signing yesterday from in the deadline day as well. Good striker, good forward, very pacey, caused a lot of damage in the French defenses this season, and I think it's a good signing. I don't know if it's a loan or an actual permanent deal. I can't really remember right now, but either way, good move by Huddersfield to go with Mbenza. Goalkeeper wise, Jonas Lussel used to play in France as well, I think, for Guingamp, if I'm correct. Had a good season with Mainz and back to the Prem. Wait, did he have a good season with Mainz? Wasn't he loaned? Wait, I'm c- I'm I'm so confused right now. Wasn't Jonas Lössl already on loan? Let me check. Let me check just a second. I'm just gonna try to do this quickly. Jonas Lössl, he was indeed, yeah, he was playing for Huddersfield that season. That's why, yeah, exactly. So he was playing with Huddersfield. Had a good 2016 season with Mainz, but solid year last season with Huddersfield. I think he had like one amazing game. Was it? I think it was against United. I think it was against United. Had a very good game last season, I think. So good move by Huddersfield to keep hold of him. And then Florian Hadergonay from Ingolstadt. I don't know a lot about him. Sadly, I'm sorry, but yeah, signing wise, leaving the club, Tom Ince, 12 million to Stoke, team player. Rob Green, old player. Michele Felle, useless player, I guess. Going to the championship with Nottingham Forest. So yeah, that's for Huddersfield. Next up, Leicester City. So good business. Obviously losing Riyad Mahrez to City, losing also Ahmed Musa, Ben Oath, and Ben Hamer or Ben Hammer, I don't know. But signing wise, James Maddison from Norwich, good. Had a very good season last year with the club from the Championship, and making the jump to the Premier League with the former champion Leicester. Adding to this, Ricardo Pereira from Porto, signing day one, I think. Johnny Evans again from Divin, like from a club in the division from under, going back to the Prem. Obviously playing for West Brom, who got relegated. Danny Ward from Liverpool, signed him for 12 million. Rashid Ghezal, the B-Tech Riyad Mahrez, as I said in my prediction video, Algerian, plays on the right, good left foot. Only difference, Mahrez is good. Filip Benkovic from Dinamo Zagreb. I don't know a lot about the kid, but they signed him for 15 million, and usually kids from like Dinamo Zagreb or Hajduk or Rijeka are always quite good. I mean, just like the lack of Rakitic, Kramaric, Modric, Kovacic, everyone from Croatia. I mean, they even went in second place of the World Cup, so you know that he's probably gonna be at least good, I guess. And in the last knockings of the deadline day, taking Çağlar Soyuncu from Freiburg. I don't know a lot about him, but yeah, Leicester very good business, very solid business, and trying to get back to the top 10, maybe trying to go back into Europe. But it's going to be very tough with all the competition out there. Liverpool signing Alisson Becker from Roma, Naby Keita from Leipzig, Fabinho from Monaco, and Xherdan Shaqiri from Stoke, leaving Emre Can, Danny Ward, John Flanagan, and Danny Ings to leave the club. Alisson Becker has been so I don't know if he's still the most expensive goalkeeper now with Kepa Arrizabalaga. Like the whole situation, as I said, I don't really understand it, but good goalkeeper. Maybe will take a bit of time to settle in the Prem, something like 2-3 games, but then I think he's going to be an absolute machine. Midfielder wise, adding Naby Keita and Fabinho to the already stacked midfield Liverpool has. Don't know how they're going to do it, but like I can't see them losing anything. They have a very strong midfield now, especially with Naby Keita and Fabinho being defensively minded, and also good free kick taker, to be honest. And then Xherdan Shaqiri, 13 million from Stoke. That is right there the deal for me of the transfer window. I'm telling it, like 13 million for Xherdan Shaqiri. I'm speechless. I love him. But yeah, sadly Emre Can leaving the club on a free. Wasn't a starter anyway. Danny Ward going to Leicester, Joe Flanagan going to Rangers, and Danny Ings on loan with a permanent deal at the end of the season to Southampton. Southampton might be staying up with those kind of signings, So maybe like my predictions are probably going to be they'll probably end up wrong. But that was it for Leicester, Liverpool. Sorry. Next up, Man City signing Riyad Mahrez, Claudio Gomez, and Daniel Zane, leaving Joe Hart, Joe Hart, Yaya Toure, Angelino, and Pablo Maffeo. Mahrez for 60 million. I'm not going to talk a lot about him. Like I said, what my thoughts were. I just think it's very, very dumb. Like, not very dumb, but I don't really know what they expect from him. Claudio Gomez strengthening the youth aspect of the club, and that's with the same with Daniel Ozani from Melbourne, the Australian gem, the youngest player I think in the World Cup last season. Well, this World Cup I think for Australia. But yeah, Arzani going to City, and he'll probably play with the second squad. Leaving the club, Joe Hart to Burnley, club legend. I think he's finally out for 3.5 million. Yaya Toure, released by the club at the end of his contract. Angelino, same. And Pablo Maffeo had a good season last year with Girona, and he maybe thought he could have been staying in the side for Manchester City. Sadly, he won't be able to, and he goes to Stuttgart for 10 million. So, knowing that he's a right back, Benjamin Pavard is technically a right back. Does that mean Benjamin Pavard is leaving Stuttgart? No one knows right now. But that was it for City. Next up, United. I'm gonna try to like be quick because like I think it's already 30 minutes right now, and I'm just halfway through the teams. United signing Fred, Diogo Dalot, Lee Grant, leaving Carrick, Blind, Johnston, and Tuanzebe out of the Red Devils. Signing wise, Fred, okay, he's good. Diogo Dalot, he's promising, but he's injured until at least the end of the year. Lee Grant, he's like third goalkeeper. Alright, Lee out. Michael Carrick, club legend. Daily Blind, it's not bad leaving him, to be honest. Sam Johnstone, goodbye. Tuanzebe, I think it's a loan to Aston Villa. But United fans can be very disappointed and very angry towards the management / Jose Mourinho. They wanted the likes of Willian, Alderweireld, Varane, Godin, Boateng. They got no one. And we're talking about Manchester United, not fucking, I don't know, Forest Green. Right? That's Manchester United, and everyone said no, I'm not joining. It just shows the state of the club, and maybe the fact that Mourinho should probably think about leaving the club ASAP instead of destroying it. But that's just my views. Next, Newcastle. Don't know why I was like, I don't know why I was so angry with United. My bad. Newcastle signing Fabian Schär, Salomon Rondon, Yoshinori Muto, Ki Sung-young, Martin Dubravka, and Federico Fernandez, leaving Mikel Merino, Mesadio Haidara, Chancellor member Jack Sells, and not Jack Colback. Fabian Schär, good centre back, promising on the old FIFAs. Used to play for Hoffenheim, well Basel, then Hoffenheim, then Deportivo La Corona, and now Newcastle, so make a new championship as well for the Swiss. But I think it's good to replace Chancellor member who left to Schalke. Salomon Rondon going to West Brom. That's a good move in my opinion. It's going to be back in the Prem, and he'll be with the likes of Yoshinori Muto, Ayose Perez, then Ki Sung-young on the free from Swansea. That is a good deal as well. I think he was set to go to AC Milan, but when AC Milan discovered they wouldn't be able to do European football, he left to go to Newcastle to stay in the Prem. So that's good. Martin Dubravka, Sparta Praha's goalkeeper, good move again, to replace Matt Sells, who left to Strasbourg, and then a loan deal from Federico Fernandez from Swansea. Like overall, good business by Newcastle. I think they signed this morning a guy for 90 million. A company. It's a shame I don't have the name again, but I don't know where he'll start, whether he'll start the next game. But yeah, Newcastle, good move, I think. Trying to stay up in the Prem, and well, that's the main thing. Southampton signing Mohamed El Younousi, Stuart Armstrong, Yannick Vestergaard, Angus Gunn, Danny Ings hasn't been added on the graph, but it'll be added when it'll be recorded. Don't worry. Jordi Clase leaving the club, so does Guido Carrillo. I think it's a loan. Sofiane Boufal on loan. Dusan Tadic leaving to Ajax. That's a very weird move in my opinion. And releasing Jeremy Pied. But yeah, Aliounoussi to replace to replace Sofiane Boufal. One problem, Aliounoussi played in Norway and in Switzerland. Like, he doesn't know what's an actual strong and tough championship. So I'm expecting him to struggle a bit at the beginning of the season. Stuart Armstrong, never heard of him. Or maybe I have. Like, I think the only thing I may have heard of him is like he's the gold player you can get from Celtic that isn't the bold one. I think it's a cam, probably from Scotland. And he's 75 rated. I think that's all I know from him. Angus Gunn, never heard of him, sorry. Danny Ings, good move from Southampton as well. Danny Ings, massive fan of Southampton when he was a kid. Grew up to just next to Saint Mary Stadium. Yeah, there you go, Saint Mary Stadium. So good for them. Yannick Vestergaard, strong centre back, going to strengthen the back four. Pair him up with like the likes of Maya Yoshida or Wesley Hood, and Southampton has strong defense, so maybe they won't. I don't think they will go down eventually. I made my predictions wrong, I think, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's so tough to predict. Except from Cardiff, everyone has a chance of going down / staying up. But yeah, Southampton. That's it. Next up, Tottenham. Yeah, I wanted to include a GIF of like someone searching for something, but I just couldn't be bothered because they haven't been bothered to sign anyone, so why would I? But yeah, like they've made some people leaving the club, but like no big names. I'm very disappointed. Like I'm not a Spurs fan, but if there's any supporter from Tottenham that watches this video, I feel sorry for you, because I'm in the same situation right now in my actual club. We haven't signed anyone. Oh yeah, no, we signed one guy actually. We signed one guy from Tottenham. That's Rio Griffiths. We signed him, 18 million. That's it, and he's not even playing for our first team. He's playing for our reserve team. That's the only guy we've signed. So yeah, we're in the exact same position as Tottenham right now, not signing anyone, and it's so infuriating because they're gonna play fucking European football. They haven't made a single move. Nothing. Nothing. Like, I'm baffled. I am baffled. I feel like it's just fucking rude towards the fans not to sign anyone. Like, they've got a brand new stadium and like, boom. So yeah, we're gonna do copy and paste last season in it. No, it doesn't work like that. Anyway, again, I'm talking too much and I'm being angry. Next up, Watford, I think. Yep, Watford signing Gerard Deulofeu to replace Richarlison. Signing Ben Foster to replace Kostil Pantilimon. Signing Adam Messina, good move. Mark Navarro as a centre back, good move. Ben Wilmot, I don't know who you are. And Domingos Quina from West Ham, that's a good move. I think it's like a 3 million deal. I do rate Quina quite a bit. He's a young player, he plays for Portugal. Used to play for West Ham, obviously. But yeah, I think it's a good move by Watford, leaving Alvaro Zarate, Nordin Amrabat, Richarlison, and Kostil Pantilimon. It's not bad business. And again, I'm trying to like figure out whether my predictions are correct or not. It's very complicated. It really is. Like, in my humble opinion, it really is complicated because like it could even be like Huddersfield and Brighton going down. But I think I've got them 17th and 14th. Anyway, last team, no, former to last team, West Ham. The transfer window, as we're looking at, arguably one of the best, if not the best. It's either this one or the one of the team just after West Ham. Signing Felipe Anderson, Fabian Balbuena, Andriy Yarmolenko, Issa Diop, Jack Wilshere, Lucas Perez, Lukas Fabianski, Ryan Fredericks, and Carlos Sanchez. Leaving the club are James Collins, Patrice Evra, Sheikh Kouyaté, Shiad Haksabanovic, Jordan Hugill, and Domingos Quina. Now, Felipe Anderson, massive signing. Pairing him up with Andriy Yarmolenko in the signings. You've got two huge forwards. Now, they already had Chicharito and Arnautovic, so I have no idea how they're gonna make this work out. Especially if you add Lucas Perez right now. But they'll find a way. They strengthened the defense with Issa Diop. Very, very good young prospect from France. Rate him a lot, and I'm very happy that West Ham got him. Carlos Sanchez, last minutes of the transfer window, in the midfield, strengthening the defense area next to Jack Wilshere and captain Mark Noble. Good goalkeeper-wise, they obviously lost Joe Hart because he came back from a loan, and because Adrian is completely shite. They got Lukas Fabianski from Swansea, good goalkeeper, and I'm happy he stays in the Prem. And Ryan Fredericks on a free deal to play on the right side of the pitch. They also signed Fabian Balbuena. I don't know a lot about him, so I'm not gonna even bother inventing facts because that's just not true. But yeah, leaving James Collins, Patrice Evra, okay. Sheikh Kouyaté to Palace, replaced well replaced by Carlos Sanchez. Shiad Haksabanovic, that's a loan deal. Jordan Hugill never got a chance to play, I think, since his move from Preston last season. And Domingos Quina to Watford. And now, as we go into the last team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, promoted side, won the championship by enormous amounts of points. And when I made my prediction video, I said they had done an incredible transfer window, which they had. But mainly what they had done was sign on permanent deals the guys they had in their previous season in the championship. For example, Willy Bolly, or Leo Benazzini, Ruben Vinagre, or Diogo Jota. So then they added the likes of Rui Patricio, Benny Cafabe, even if they loaned him just afterwards, or even Joao Moutinho. So it was already a very good transfer window. But then they signed Adama Traore, who's arguably a very good player. Well, he's a very skillful player. Is he good enough for the Prem? Only time will tell. But mainly, they signed Leander Dendoncker from Anderlecht, a player that's been on the small papers of basically every team in Europe, from West Ham to Lyon to AC Milan. Everyone wanted him, and Wolverhampton got hold of him. So they really think, and rightly so, that they have something to play for in this year's Premier League. I genuinely think we're looking at a team that could probably try and get European football this season. Because when you take the players they lost, they've loaned Benny Cafabe, they sent Prince Onyonge back to Caen, they got Ben Marshall going to Norwich, Barry Douglas going to Leeds, and after battling, I think it was cancer. Could be, I think it's cancer. Carly Kimi decided to stop his career after 12 years of playing with Wolverhampton. So I think Wolverhampton has a squad that could compete for European football. Genuinely think so. I'm convinced something is there to play for the Wanderers. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much again. The video is nearly 45 minutes now. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like. That would massively help me out, especially considering the amount of time I put into making this video. It took me a while to do everything on point. I tried to make as much as perfect as I could. There's probably some flaws, probably some mistakes I haven't seen. but if they are, please make sure to tell me in the comments down below, and also if you want to talk football, please be sure to just say anything. I'll try my best to answer. Comments are there, like they are here just for the sole purpose of discussions, and I think it'd be great to have some interaction with you guys. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you again for the 100 subs, means a lot. Like I said yesterday, but my video was absolutely tragic. So yeah, thank you very much again. 400 subscribers means a lot, as I said. It's my first milestone. The next one is obviously the 1,000. I've got some things planned for next year. Well, next year. Like, I'm gonna try to do things. Try maybe to bring some co-op. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a lot of plans in my head. I'm gassed for this Premier League season, and yeah, as I said, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on my social media. The links are in the description down below. I've been Blackwar. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.